Rob Romarino with Sentry Equipment, and I'd like to just go through a little bit of information on our Genesis control board here. As you know, and most of us have been our customers for years, we used to have toggle switches to control our machine on, off, mix pumps, clean, and so forth. We've gone to an electronic control system to make life easier and give our operators a few more bells and whistles to control their product and their machine. So let's go through this. The snowflake pretty much represents day and night operation, okay? When I turn it on, the machine will go into freeze operation, therefore refrigerating the product in the cylinder to serving temperature. If I want to go back into nighttime operation, when I'm closed for the day, I will hit the button below our half moon here, and then we go into a standby or night operation. Each side is independent of itself, okay? So if I want to turn my right side into night, as you can see, it turns into standby or nighttime operation. To press these buttons when you are closed for the evening. If I want to clean the machine, if I'm cleaning the machine, I will hit the water valve here, and as you can see, now I have options where I can work my beater motor on or off, my pump on or off. It goes into clean mode, okay? Clean mode is not refrigerating the cylinder. It's allowing you to turn the pump on and off and the beater on and off to clean your machine. Each box has a corresponding button below, as you can see here. So if I want to turn my beater motor on, I'm flushing with water, I would hit the button below this box. If I want to turn my pump on, I would hit the button below that box. The only time you're obviously going to go into clean mode is when you're cleaning the machine. If I'd like to go back into a refrigeration mode, maybe I hit the button by accident, or I'm freezing the cylinder back up, I will hit my snowflake on both sides, and as you can see, it's now returned to the freeze setting. Again, if I want to go into night mode, I hit the button below my half moons, or my quarter moons, and I'm now in standby or night operation. You can see it says cabinet on here. If you go to this round dial with your arrows, we have a cabinet on and a cabinet off switch. The machine, as long as it's in freeze mode, will always have cabinet on. If I go into my clean mode, I could turn my cabinet off, not refrigerating my cabinet in the bottom. The other beautiful part about this operating system is it gives the operator information. If I get into my operator menu by hitting the E here and the F here, I now can look at the basic settings of the machine, the actual temps, event logs, and information regarding the machine. So as you can see, in the operator menu, basic settings is highlighted. I can go down using the arrows on the right side of the control. I can go down or up. If I want to go into basic settings, I'll hit the arrow here in the center. And as you can see, my product type. We're running a high butterfat product. I can actually change that to a low-fat product, a no-fat product. I can go to a yogurt or a custard. The machine will automatically update the settings based on what we have set for that category. So for instance, if today I'm running a high butterfat ice cream, but tomorrow I want to change to a no-fat yogurt, they have different freezing settings to be served optimally. So I can change that right in this menu, no service call needed. If for some reason you see this temperature offset, some reason you want to go up or down, it needs to be a little bit colder, needs to be a little bit warmer, even within the high fat setting. 1 is the coldest, 9 is the warmest. So I can actually go up, and by about a ½ degree or so, it'll adjust the temperature of the product. So you have a lot more control in your product consistency and quality with this operating system. Each side is independent of itself, and these arrows work the sides. The temperature offset is a wonderful feature for customers who for some reason might have changed products, need a little bit of product adjustment. They can go in and do it themselves. If the cabinet is a little too warm, a little too cold, you can actually change that right here, right in the machine. If you look at your actual temps, you can monitor temperatures, event log, you can see where you were, freeze, clean, standby, even an error log. From our standpoint, this gives us a lot of information when we're servicing your unit, what there might have been from an error standpoint. even statistics. How long has your machine been on, in freeze mode, standby mode, when you took the head off, when you didn't, last clean. You can do lockouts, okay? If you want to lock your employees out of this menu, and of course, date, time, this feature, last clean. It will show you the last time you cleaned the machine. So if you have employees cleaning the unit and you want to make sure they did it, it works by how long the head was removed. Our new Genesis system gives you wonderful flexibility to understand your machine, understand the temperatures, and it gives you the flexibility to change those temperatures based on how you want your quality and product to come out. It also gives you the ability to change product settings based on different products you may put in your machine. As you can see, it's very easy to use and very easy to operate.